Alright, so I'm going to do my current favorites. I'm not even going to call this like March favorites or whatever because it's like the second week of April. I'm kind of late for March favorites, so this is kind of like current favorites of things that I've really liked in the past couple of months. So I've got a fair amount of like non-makeup stuff. I've got two non-favorites as well, so I will just get started. I'm going to start with some nail polish. Hard Candy released some new nail polishes recently, and I found them at a Walmart that I don't normally go to. They have like this massive display of them, and I just got two here. I did get four, but the two I have here are Fire Flash, which is like this amazing copper glitter with like has like little red hexagon glitter as well, and then Peach Pop, which is this really pale peach with like red and white or more like silver glitter in it. These are just amazing. Like they're really pigmented. They go on nicely. I saw some reviews that said that these sort of glittery ones were kind of crappy, but I kind of tend to disagree. I thought they applied really nicely. They did chip kind of quick on me, but I don't think that was the polish. I've been having problems lately in general with my polish chipping really quickly, so I don't think that was these. Wet n Wild released some new color icon palettes, but they're not like the traditional 8 pans, and I happen to find them at my Walgreens. They come in a pack with a liquid black eyeliner, and one is like kind of light colors with like pinks and cranberry tones, and then I just brought over the darker one. I like both of them, but I figured this one would show up better on camera. But they're in the traditional color icon packaging. They don't have a name or anything, but this is just 34121 number. It's kind of got these glittery top coats at the top, and then this section across the middle has like actually really pigmented eyeshadows, and then the bottom are supposed to be like 2 liner shades. But you can also use like this dark brown if you have dark hair. You can use it as an eyebrow color. You can use this sort of navy blue to blend out in the crease. So they have multi-purpose things, but I really like the pigmentation of this. I like the color combination. I also actually feel like the glitter top coats don't have a whole lot of fallout, and they add a really nice effect because you can just like lay them over top of the other shadows. And I feel like when you do that, you get this sort of effect, kind of like a L'Oreal Infallible shadow. Like it gets this really metallic foiled effect, and it's really pretty. And I've had these for about a week and a half, and I've been wearing it almost every day, like this one or the other one. So I actually really like those, and they were like $3.99. It came with an eyeliner. So another item is the NYX Glam Liner in 24 karat. I don't know if I've mentioned this in the favorites before. Hopefully not, but I couldn't remember if I had or not. But it's just this sort of pot style eyeliner, and it has the tip that pulls out. But this color is amazing. It's like a really intense metallic gold, and you just don't find that very often at the drugstore. And these were, I don't know, $3.99, $4.99 at Ulta, and you can get them online as well. But I want to get more of these. I want to get like there's like an aqua color, but I like wearing this with a little bit of black eyeliner, like close to the lash line, and just having this by itself because it's like something a little bit interesting. I can get away with it for work, so I've been wearing that a lot. A couple of actually 3 MAC products, like going expensive this ones apparently. The first one is something I got relatively recently, and it is the Luna cream color base. These can be used for multiple things. You can use them as a highlighter on your cheeks, you can use them on your eyes, you can use them, you know, brow bone highlight. You can mix it in with your foundation a little bit if you want to like get an all over glow. It's nothing like super intense. I'll try to show you. Let's see, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but it's like a really subtle highlight. I'm wearing it right now on my brow bone, inner corners and cheekbones, so you might be able to see it on my face. I had a choice between this and Pearl. Pearl is more golden tone, but on me the golds, I think it would look better on people that are more yellow toned, because on me it looked really dirty. I hadn't like washed in a few days, so I got Luna instead. But I really like it. I've been using it mostly on my brow bones and my cheekbones, and I've gotten a few compliments like on how like glowy my skin looks in it. The only thing about this that I'm not a huge fan of is that it doesn't ever really set, because I use it to highlight like a bridge of my nose, and I remember one day like I had like an itch on the bridge of my nose, and I scratched and like it came off, and it had been on for like 5 or 6 hours at that point. And I was just like, wow, why is that coming off on my hand? It's kind of, and then if you powder over top of it, it's kind of pointless. So I'm kind of worried about this in the summer because I think it might melt off your face a little bit, but in terms of product itself, I really like it. The Cream Soda Blush from MAC, this is from the Archie's Girls Betty part of the collection. Oh my god, this is a satin blush. It does have a slight sheen to the skin. I'm wearing it right now, but this is like the most beautiful pale peachy coral color, and I've been wearing this, I don't know, I've had it for for about a month and a half, 2 months, and I think I've worn it probably 75% of the days I've worn makeup. It's perfect, and unfortunately I would guess it's sold out now. If I ever find a dupe for it, I can let people know, but if you didn't get it, you should really kick yourself because it's kind of amazing. The last is a MAC lipstick that I got recently when Kathy came up to visit me, and it is in the shade Brave. This is a satin, which is not my favorite formula lipstick, and I do have to admit that it's not the most moisturizing. I do have to put on lip balm and then put it on again, usually like 4 or 5 hours later, because it does kind of feel a little bit dry, but it's just this really nice nude brown color. Now this looks really dark, and like my husband saw it and was like, why did you buy that? I mean, I can use it in my kit too, but on me it actually is almost the exact same color as my lip color, just a little bit darker. And then so if you don't want to wear it full strength, you can always kind of blend it into your lips a little bit, and you just get this really nice My Lips But Better type shade. I wanted a new MAC lipstick, and I have so many of their unusual colors, and I find that I don't reach for them very often, and I just wanted a good everyday lipstick. I do have Beauty Glam 5, which is one of my other favorite kind of natural everyday colors, but this is a little bit darker and more pigmented and more of like an evening kind of nude, and like I said, I thought this would be good in my kit too. So this one is a really cheap lipstick on the alternative to the MAC lipstick, and it is an e.l.f. lipstick. The packaging on this is so shite, but they're the $1 lipstick, so I don't even know if they have a name. I think they're just e.l.f. $1 lipsticks, and this is in the color Captivating. They may sell this at Target, so if you're looking for it and you don't want to go on the e.l.f. website, they may sell it there, but this is a really interesting color, and I've been wearing it a lot, especially now that my hair is red. It's like orange, but it's nude, but it's brown, and like when you wear it, it's kind of a hard color to pull off. I find that some days I have to like blend it out a little bit because it's kind of intense, but it's a really interesting color. It's kind of like the color of orange sherbet in some ways if it had a little bit more brown in it. And it has a really nice smell for a $1 lipstick. It smells like fruit punch. But I've been wearing that one a lot lately, and I just, like I said, with my red hair, I just really like it with like a nude eye, and this color just says a little bit of color on the lips for spring. So the last makeup product, the rest is like body stuff. And it's another lip product. It happens. The Maybelline Baby Lips. I have another one in my purse, but I didn't feel like getting it out. But the two I have here, they don't have names on the tubes, those are kind of annoying. And this is called Yummy Plummy, and this one's Coral Crush. This one smells like grape bubblegum. Like, straight up grape bubblegum, like from your childhood. This one doesn't have a whole lot of color. It's kind of like a sheer plummy kind of shade. It doesn't really show up much on your lips at all, but I like the scent of it. And then the other one is, again, when you swatch it on your hands, because I got this in the package, they don't let you test it, it's not like out. And I put it on my hand when I got home, and I was like, aww, it's kind of lame. It looked kind of like you drank orange soda and it like stained your lips, but actually on, it is the most beautiful subtle coral shade, and like I'm obsessed with these. They're so nice and moisturizing, and they're very similar to the Fresh Sugar lip balms. A little bit less balmy, but in terms of paying like $24 for that lip balm or paying $2.99 for these, they satiate, you know, my desire for them. And the red one I have in my bag is very similar to the rose one that they do. So I just really like these, and it finally caught on. Like, I don't want all of them or anything. I think I'm going to stop at these unless they come out with one that I really like, but because I have, you know, they do kind of look similar on the lips, but this one in particular, the new limited edition Coral Crush one, it smells like orange dessert or something. It's so nice. Like, I'm obsessed with these now, and Kathy sent me a clear one too, which is really nice because then it's, you know, no color, it's just clear. I like the texture of them as a balm as well. So last four things are skincare, kind of related, like one shampoo, but this is going to look really gross, so I'm not going to show it very long. I'm just going to tell you what it is, but it's the Lush Angels on Bare Skin. It looks so disgusting in there because it got, like, you start using it and then it gets a little bit wet and then it starts to go all weird. But this is basically a facial cleanser in solid form. It's kind of like the consistency of like a drier Play-Doh, and you pinch off little bits of it, you get your hand wet, and then you rub it around your palms and you wash your face. This is mildly exfoliating. It does have really soft little beads in it to exfoliate your face, but it's gentle enough to use every day. I've noticed such a big difference in my skin since I started using this. I had a big issue with dermatitis earlier in the year, and I had to stop using sulfates and alcohol on my skin trying to find a cleanser that didn't have that stuff was impossible, and Lush, some of their cleansers actually have alcohol in them, but this one did not. Mild exfoliation as well. I just noticed that like the dry patches around my nose went away, and then my blemishes, like I've got a couple little spots down here that don't seem to really want to go away, but I haven't had a pimple, like a full-on pimple breakout ever since I started using this. And the funny thing about this is that I went back and used my old Clinique cleanser, and it dried out my skin so bad. Like I got out of the shower and I was just like reaching for my moisturizer, and I put it on, and like 5 minutes later I had to put on more because my face felt so dry. And so it kind of made me realize that I had gotten used to that dry, tight feeling, but this does not do that at all. Like my skin doesn't feel tight, it doesn't feel dry, it just feels like soft and moisturized, and it's really, really good. This is a shampoo, and I don't think I've talked about this either. I'm pretty sure I haven't, but it's the Giovanni Magnetic Energizing Shampoo. I have the conditioner as well, but I'm not that enamored with it, so I actually prefer the shampoo. This is basically organic brand, sulfate-free, parabens-free, preservatives, all that bad stuff. It is literally every single thing on the ingredients list you can read. It's got like rosemary extract, oat extract, coconut, stuff like that. There's pretty much no chemicals in it whatsoever. But I really like this because obviously with my hair being so bright, I need to preserve my hair color, and I find that this does not make my hair color leach out more than it should. You know, you're going to get a little bit of it coming out, especially because I use a color depositor every time I shampoo. So I'm going to have like that little bit of pink tone water coming out of my hair. But this just does a really good nice job, and it's not drying, but it's like it cleans your hair at the same time. If you're not used to sulfate-free shampoos, I probably would not recommend this because this does not lather at all. Like, at all. And it's got, I don't know, it's got some bull crap on it about like magnetic stuff that's supposed to be good for your hair, but I don't really believe any of that. I just think it's a really good sulfate-free shampoo, and it smells nice too, so it just smells really clean. Some people complained about the smell online, but I think it smells really good. So the Thayer's alcohol-free rose petal and witch hazel toner. Words cannot describe how much I love this stuff. I needed, again, alcohol-free toner. I was using the Clinique one for years, and then realized that it was making my skin burn and it was irritating me, and so went online and looked for this. And I was hesitant about buying the rose petal one because, I don't know, rose can be pretty strong, but again, no artificial fragrance. It's just got natural rose fragrance in it, and it's actually quite pleasant. Like I find it to be really nice at night. Like it feels like, because that rose scent's kind of like usually used in like high-end cosmetics and stuff, so it feels really luxurious and nice, but it gets off all of my makeup. I use this after my micellar solution just to really cleanse my pores out, and I think between this and that Lush cleanser, this has like sorted out my skin. And I've been using this for almost 2 months, and you can see every single night, and it's barely gone down. So this was like $5. It literally has like 6 ingredients, and witch hazel is really, really good for your skin, so definitely love this. I may try the cucumber aloe one next time, although I'm hesitant about cucumber because sometimes it smells funky. So that's the end for my favorites. I do have 2 non-favorites as well, but I'm not going to rave on too much about them. But the first one is a Wet n Wild product, which I haven't not liked something from Wet n Wild in a very long time. And it's not that I hate this product, but I just wasn't overly enamored with it. And it's the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Lip Color. The color I have here is Back to the Fuchsia. Womp womp. Stupid name. I have a red one as well that I haven't worn yet because I tried this a couple of times. I read on a review somewhere that someone said it was soul-sucking dry, and I don't think it's that dry. Like, I don't think it's that bad, but it's dry. And it does get uncomfortable like hour or 2 or so of where it starts to kind of hurt. So I can show it to you. It's very pigmented. In some ways, because it's so pigmented, it's kind of hard to wear and put on because you're trying to put it on and it's just like gooping up around the edges, and I find that I have to almost put it on and then put like the tiniest amount on, wipe off the applicator completely, and then go around the edges and try to get it nice. And I just don't feel like it's that easy of a product to work with, and the drying sensation as well. Like I said, I have a red and a pink. I'll probably try to make them work. Maybe when summer rolls around and my lips aren't so dry, it might be better. But right now, I was kind of disappointed in these, and the color range is pants. They're nasty, nasty colors. Like a lot of them are brown, or they're just the nudes. They're like really unflattering, corpsey looking nudes, and for as pigmented as this is, I can't imagine putting that nude of a color on your lips. It would just look bad. So kind of disappointed with that. The last one is a Giovanni product, which I know I just showed the shampoo that I love, so I had high hopes for this. I'll use them until they're empty, but I won't repurchase them. But I found this on clearance at Target, and they were alcohol-free facial wipes. I normally use my micellar solution toner, but I thought that these would be kind of good to have on the go if I'm really quick, need to take my makeup off, or if I'm not wearing much. And this is cucumber and citrus, I think. Number one, that they stink. They smell really bad, and the cucumber, I think, is what makes them smell bad, and that's why I'm hesitant to get the cucumber toner. But it just smells really earthy, and it kind of smells like you're rubbing, like, dirt on your face. It's just, I'm not really a fan of the smell, and they leave my skin feeling really dry, which I don't understand because there's no alcohol in them. There's nothing but good stuff in them, like coconut oil, there's vitamin E, there's aloe, marshmallow extracts, there's like all this good stuff in there. There's nothing drying in here. Make my skin feel really dry, like right in here. And my eyes, I can't use them on my eyes because they burn, like really, really bad, like right near my eyelashes. And now you don't have to do much work to get your eye makeup off. I can like literally just put the towel around my eyelashes and just hold it on there. But it gets really uncomfortable because it starts to burn and stuff. So yeah, I'll finish up. I think I've got about 15 of them left out of 30, but not really a fan, and I'm kind of disappointed for a company that makes such good hair care, and I've got a body wash from them as well that I love. Yeah, that's it for my current favorites. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.